What is going on, Flex Zone family? Happy Flex Zone Fridays. This is your boy, God's favorite host, the host of the Moist, here on the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you your sports, how you want it, when you need it, what you need right now. Baltimore Orioles video, and why it's time to call up Gunnar Henderson and others for the Baltimore Orioles as they make this playoff run. Flex Zone family, you know what to do. You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome all our new subscribers. Hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know you're enjoying the videos. It helps us out tremendously. And hit the bell for all notifications to know when new videos drop. We got the Orioles this weekend. Ravens taking on the Cardinals. Videos coming soon at the Flex Zone 1 and Flex Zone Podcast, respectively, on social media. Cash App, Flex Zone 1. Let's get into it. Orioles open a big weekend set this weekend against the Red Sox. Orioles 2.5 games back of that wild card spot. There are 3 wild cards this season. And I think it's time for the Orioles to make a big splash. I think it's time for the Orioles to call up the number one prospect in baseball. They called up one earlier this season in Adley Rutschman. How refreshing and beautiful it is to send one up to the major leagues and have another one waiting in the wings. And Gunnar Henderson, who were both in the same draft class of 2019. Rutschman went one, and Gunnar Henderson in the second round right after. Now, Gunnar Henderson, if I was to bring him up, I would look to bring him up by the end of the month, early September. I want to know what you have in him. He's playing in Norfolk. He's even started some games at first base for Norfolk. While I don't think he'll play first base here, as Mountcastle is pretty solid there, I think I would call him up to play DH. That way, he can just focus on hitting. That way, we can see his ability to hit for average, his developing power, his ability to work counts, his ability to work the count and adjust to major league pitching first, second time through the order. If needed, he can play third base. If needed, he can play shortstop, obviously his natural position. Still young. He's still learning. He's still developing. So I don't expect him to come up here and just hit 300, hit 20 home runs, but I do expect him to bring a sense of excitement, a sense of legitimacy, a sense of big time production from his position, possibly. I would love to see what Gunnar Henderson could do with guys like Mullins, with hopefully Austin Hayes and Ryan Mountcastle turning around. Let's not forget, since the All Star break, Mountcastle hitting under 200, Hayes hitting under 200, Rougned Odor hitting about 220. Yes, he's done great things in the locker room. Yes, he does good with the home run chain, but I would like to see the Orioles make a splash, bring up Gunnar Henderson. In addition to Gunnar Henderson, I would like to see them bring up Kyle Stowers, a guy that can play in the outfield. You could send Brett Phillips down or Tyler Nevin down. I think their time here is done. I don't think you're going to get much more from what you're already getting from them. But I think Kyle Stowers brings big league production from a home run aspect, can play outfield defense. I like Terran Vavra, what he's done at the outfield. He can hit the ball for average. He makes good contact. You got Hayes, you got Mullins, but I think you need to add some potential. And if you add Gunnar Henderson, add a Kyle Stowers, you bring some more legitimacy to this offense. This pitching has been very good. Dean Kramer, Spencer Watkins, Voth. They've been doing great. We know Bautista. We know about Dylan Tate. We know about Keegan Aiken in the bullpen. It's been some good pitching performances. Guys going deep into games. And the Orioles need to help with that by going and getting offensively better. And Gunnar Henderson and possibly Kyle Stowers could do that. Now, Mike Elias said he wants to make the playoffs. He thinks this team is going to make the playoffs. As the GM, you have the power to do everything you can to have this team make the playoffs. And why not calling up the number one prospect in baseball, Gunnar Henderson? Calling up another top 100 prospect in Kyle Stowers. Two guys that have been in the organization, worked their way through, are now in AAA, contributing. Let's see what you have in them. You have the end of August, you have September. September call ups is a perfect time. You're in the thick of a playoff race. You can see what these players have under pressure situations, playing a tough schedule against the White Sox, the Guardians, playing the Red Sox, playing the Astros, who are trying to catch the Yankees for number one seed. Teams in your division still have a lot of games with Toronto. Let's see what happens with these two young studs. I think Rutschman, we've seen what he can do. We know what Mullins, we know what Hayes and Mountcastle can do. I think they will turn it around. But if you add Gunnar Henderson, you add Kyle Stowers, you could have some really potential pop left-handed bats to this lineup. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it's time for Gunnar Henderson to come up, especially within the next week or two. The Orioles have 2 home games against the Red Sox, then they go to Williamsport for the Little League World Series broadcast, which should be fun. Adley Rutschman and others should be mic'd up as the same time, 7 o'clock. Then the Ravens play at 8 on Fox. We'll have a preview for that coming soon to the channel. But I think it's time. Gunnar Henderson, he's young, he's developing. I'm not coming up here to expect him to do everything right, but I think he could help this team, and you could really see what you have heading into 2023 with him, with Kyle Stowers, as I think there are a lot of outfield prospects that are going to be coming up. Gunnar Henderson, he's going to be your corner infielder at third or short, with Westberg coming up not shortly behind him. Let's see what you have in Gunnar Henderson. Let's see what you have in potentially Kyle Stowers. Soon, maybe Westberg coming up the start of the year. Get some guys in this lineup to pair with Rushman, Mullins. Hopefully Mountcastle and Hayes turn around, as I mentioned. Mateo, he's done well. Odor, we don't know how much longer he's going to be here, but he's great in the locker room. But you got to add pop. You got to add that missing piece. It's like making a big time trade. You have the number one prospect in baseball at your disposal. He's in AAA. If you want to give him another week or two, go ahead through the end of August, but call him up heading into September. See what you have in Gunnar Henderson. See what you have in Kyle Stowers. See what you have in these prospects that you drafted and developed in your system. Have faith. Trust the process. Elias, you wrote that check. Now let's see if you can cash it saying this team's going to make the playoffs. 2.5 games back. Can they leapfrog Tampa Bay? Can they leapfrog Toronto? I don't know. But heading into 2023, I think this team has a good chance to make the wild card, but at least be a 500 ball club, which I did not think was going to happen. I would have been happy with them winning anything over 60 games this season. So for them to potentially be 500 or better this season in the thick of a wild card race, playing teams they're going to have to go up against to leapfrog or keep away from them in the wild card race, I'm excited to see it, Barrowland. Let me know. Do you think it's time to call up Gunnar Henderson? Do you think it's time to call up Kyle Stowers? Two guys who I think could come in and make an impact. Left-handed bats. Like I said, Stowers could play DH. Henderson could play DH. Henderson could play third right now. He could play short if needed. As I said, Stowers can play one of the corner infield spots. I would love to see both of these guys up here by September. Give them a full month in the season. Let them play in the thick of a playoff race. Get that experience. Have their ups, have their downs, have their time to make adjustments, and see what you have heading into 2023. And possibly make that wild card that Elias talked about. Let me know in the comments. Do you think this team is going to make a wild card? Do you think Gunnar Henderson should come up? What is the timeline on when he should come up? I think he should by the end of the month, early September, no later than Labor Day at the latest. Kyle Stowers the same. Bring both up, see what you have, use them, develop them, allow them to be productive in this lineup. Add them with Mullins, who's starting to turn it around. Hopefully, Mountcastle and Hayes turn it around, and add it in with other pieces you have on this team. Mateo playing exceptionally well. The pitching has been great. You don't want to waste great pitching, great back and bullpen guys going deep in the innings. Jordan Lyles has been solid this year. You got to give credit to these guys. Like I said, Batista, Tate, Aiken, Voth did well. Kramer pitched the best game of his career. I mean, you got to use what you have. Spencer Watkins did good the other day. Like I said, Gunnar Henderson, he's playing some first base. Could play all around, it seems like. Kyle Stowers can find a place for him as well. If you can hit, I was always taught if you can hit, they're going to find a way for you in this lineup. How many guys do we know that can hit but can't field worth a lick? That's why they have the universal DH now. God's favorite host signing out, y'all. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think about Gunnar Henderson. Is it Gunnar Henderson time? Is it Kyle Stowers time? Would you call up one? Would you call up both? And when would you do it? And what do you think about the rest of the season for the Orioles? Will they make that playoff race 2.5 games back of the wild card? Happy Friday, Flex Zone family. Hit the like button, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button. I'm gone, y'all. Peace. Thank you.